Okay, so what is going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Today, we are back with the Astro Comet Owners Podcast. And basically, these podcasts are aimed to essentially show you what it's like running a smaller Minecraft server and kind of like a bit of the behind the scenes. So, obviously, I host this with Tiff, and every week we have a special guest. And by the way, do take a moment to admire the Christmassy themed furniture and my very nice Christmas hat. All of this will be coming very, very soon to the server for you guys to grab yourself. So stay tuned, come and get on the server. The IP is played@astrocommit.net. But anyways, Tiff, how are you doing today, and what have we got planned for today's podcast?
I'm doing pretty good. It's getting all Christmassy and festive on the server and in real life, so I'm feeling pretty good. Today we are joined by Keira, one of our senior mods on the team. So we're going to be able to look at sort of what it takes to be on our staff team, running the server in terms of moderation and helping players and all of that jazz. So, hi Keira, how are you?
Hi. I'm doing great. I'm Keira. I'm a Minecraft senior mod on the Astro Comet server. And yeah, that's a bit about me.
No, brilliant. So let's just dive straight on in. Could you tell us a little bit more about your position on the team, what it's like being on our staff, and some of the responsibilities you have?
Yeah, so my responsibilities are sort of just checking in on everyone, making sure everyone's doing good. That's both players and staff, making sure everyone's having a good time, enjoying everything, following the rules, not misbehaving. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a lot, but there's a few other sort of bits to it.
Yeah, so that's really good. Thank you, Kira. So, could you tell us a bit more about the different roles the server has? I was wondering if you could also touch upon your experiences with other roles on this server, because of course you did used to actually have another position. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit about that and also how you go about working people into different teams.
So we have like a wide range of roles and stuff. Like you said, I was in another role. I actually did like social media and media management, which was actually like it was really fun. It was really interesting to see what people liked, what they didn't like. There were some things that I didn't expect, some things I did. I've also done a few bits of dev work, she says, loosely. Um by the fact that I'm not still doing that shows how great I was at that job. Yeah, so we have other roles such as like our Discord mods, our modelers, um, sort of like our all our wider team, and they sort of they're doing just as much work as the rest of us. So like Discord mods, they're definitely sort of more. It's similar to what Minecraft mods do, but like it sort of says, it's on Discord. It's checking everyone's doing what they should be. And then our modelers are making the most beautiful models I could ever imagine and creating the most gorgeous custom items that everyone can use.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of positions I think on the team that it's like very easy to overlook sometimes and forget how many there are. Um, so looking more at your current responsibilities and your current role, could you sort of tell us a bit more about moderating on the server and how we actually go about supporting our players?
So, in terms of being like a senior in my role, I'm obviously like responsible for players, but also how the team deals with players and stuff. So we always like to try and support everyone as best as we can. Sometimes it can be a bit tricky, sometimes there's language barriers, sometimes there's physical barriers, we might not be able to get in contact with the people who we need to. But we always try and do the best job we can. So with our support tickets, when a player opens them, they can discuss their problem, whatever's gone on that's causing them issues, and we try our absolute best to resolve them as best as possible. Unfortunately, there's no 100% guarantee that the issue you face is going to 100% go away because that's just, unfortunately, is not the reality of it. However, we work our little butts off and we try very, very hard and we try and make sure everyone has the best time they can.
Okay, so thank you for that response, Kira. It's very good. Actually, we have been facing some really big bugs this week, actually, and tickets have really helped us overcome this. So, we've had some issues with the pack. We've had an issue of a couple of our features not working correctly. But you players have been making tickets and reporting it to us, and so then we can find out as much information as possible and hopefully fix it as best as we can, which we have been able to do, which is really, really good. So, of course, do make sure you join our Discord server because that is the best place to get support and also find out about new information and just have a great time with all the players. Anyways, Kira, have you got a favorite feature on the server?
Oh, okay, that's a really good question. I think it might have to be some of the like the winter furniture. I absolutely love it. I think it is
Mm.
so cute and it's oh my god, it's just amazing. It gives me very much sort of I don't know if anyone watched this when they were younger, but Adventure Time, like the Ice Palace.
Mm.
It totally
Yeah.
gives me them vibes. So it's the biggest throwback ever.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it always goes down well, the placeables and the models, because
Yeah.
it's refreshing because it's not just like your everyday Minecraft. It's something that you can't get anywhere else, which I think is always really nice. So I think that's always a popular choice by people when we ask what's your favorite feature, because it's mine as well. So yeah, I totally get that. So we've touched on a little bit more what your roles are as a moderator. What kind of the difference when you move up to the sort of senior position? So like how are you more involved with staff and like supporting the staff rather than just players?
So actually being a senior is quite a bit different to being a Minecraft mod. So I still have the same responsibilities as being a Minecraft mod, being active, hanging out with players, helping out, but I actually have the opportunity to just go above and beyond that. So I'm now able to issue refunds. I'm now able to answer a heck of a lot more questions that people may have because I've been on the server for quite a while. I know what's going on. So it's kind of opened me with the opportunity to definitely help people a lot more as I'm able to answer these sorts of questions. And being a senior mod, it's quite rewarding knowing that I've worked really hard as a Minecraft mod. And then when I like when it was turned around and said, actually, yeah, Kira, would like you to be a senior mod, it was the best feeling ever because I know how hard I'd worked and how desperately I wanted it.
Yeah, so that's really good. Thank you, Kira. Definitely, definitely deserved. Of course, we do always give opportunities to all the staff member to essentially climb the ladder, and become senior and even admin in some cases. But anyways, as a member of the wonderful staff team, Kira, I'm sure there's also some harder parts to the job.
Yeah, I think sometimes people don't always sort of like realize how much work it is, and they might just sort of assume that like, oh, she's not responding to me. How like, how dare she sort of thing. But like I do promise that we are working behind the scenes, but it's really hard to keep you updated on every single tiny thing that's going on. Sometimes the work-life balance can be difficult. However, I'm quite lucky that I'm on a team that very much, if you're struggling, we tell you to have a break. We tell you to take that space away, pull yourself away, and then you can come back feeling refreshed and in your best headspace possible, which I think is a really positive mentality to have.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's so easy, especially going in terms of the behind the scenes stuff for people, not just like players, but staff as well, to see someone not responding or giving the answer straight away that they want. And it's a case of actually, we are always trying our best to help everyone. I think it's really important to actually address that and cover the fact that we don't want to make anyone's life difficult ever. We want everyone to have the best time possible and enjoy their time with us on the server, like Discord, Minecraft, whatever that might be. So it's always important for people to know that we're so busy. Like it sounds silly and it's obvious. We've not just everything in terms of players or just everything with staff, but combined together. And I don't know about you guys, but my DMs are always full with people asking stuff and wanting help and things like that. So I think that's why it was really cool to talk about the tickets earlier, because it means that somebody else might be able to help quicker than we could in a DM. I don't know if you guys agree with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's not always hard work though. I have to say there are good parts, I think, to it all. I don't know if you find that, Kira. Is there like some good perks and stuff that you find in your time on the
Yeah,
server?
it's really rewarding. So there's sort of two sides to it. So you have like the sort of staff things that we get up to, sort of like having our staff events, our staff awards, things like that, which are absolute chaos, but so fun. Like when you're in that VC where like, 20 people, it's just carnage, but it's the most funniest thing ever. And just everyone is having the absolute best time, which I think is also like a really good part of being on the team. But it's also really rewarding as well when you're able to help someone who's really struggling with something, or they're worried that their item's been lost forever, and being able to help them and sort of give it back almost is a really nice thing to be able to do.
It is a really rewarding position, I think, especially for you guys as moderators, because you're so much more like hands-on with the players. So you have that
Definitely.
communication, don't you? Yeah. I think it is also fun as well. I think we're quite a chaotic bunch of people in terms of, like you said, it is chaos when we have like our events and all that stuff, because it doesn't matter how much you organize, it still ends up being like unprepared mess. But it's always fun, and I think that is the most important part, is holding like the events for staff, giving them little perks like keys and rewards throughout the season, and even holding like opportunities for them to learn and grow, like when we do our modeler master classes and stuff like that. So it's always really fun. And I suppose if anyone's interested, could you tell us how they could go about joining the team, Kira?
Yeah, of course. So I imagine in this video in the description, a link to our Discord server will be
Yep.
provided.
Yep.
So once you've joined our Discord team, if you head down into the staff applications channel, which is in the sort of important section, if you scroll through there, you'll find an application for absolutely every role on the server. And if you're interested in joining the server, but your role hasn't been created yet, please open a ticket. We can find space for you. We're always absolutely hoping everyone joins our team. You know, it's the best thing seeing, all of our little colourful names on the side of my Discord, all of us popping up. It's lovely. So yeah, and please apply. Apply for everything you can, and it's the best decision you'll ever make.
Well, thank you very much for explaining that, Kira. Just one last question for you before we end off. If you could be on any other team, excluding skill sets, so it doesn't matter how good you are at it, what would you be drawn to?
Ooh, I think maybe Builder.
Mm.
It looks totally awesome, and the builds are so beautiful. It's just wow. Like, if only Minecraft was real life sometimes, because oh my gosh, like they're so cool. However, my building skills are atrocious, and my world edit skills are even worse. So I probably wouldn't venture into it.
Well, thank you very much, Kira. I don't know if you've got anything else you'd like to say.
No, I think that's everything.
Thank you very much. Then it's been a pleasure to have you. It's been very interesting speaking to you all about how the team moderates and how we essentially keep peace on our server. Um, so yeah, if you guys did enjoy the podcast, then please hit the like button and subscribe. Leave a little comment. If you have any ideas of who we could invite next, then do let us know. Of course, join the Discord server, join the Minecraft server. The IP is play.astrocomet.net, and we should see you all next time. We've got a podcast every Monday night, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.